Everyone needs to know how to negotiate, but negotiation is a perishable skill. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. The average lifespan has increased by 17 years in the last 90 years. This is due to the increases in technology and also medical advances. But the retirement age has only increased by 2 years during that time. This has put a tremendous amount of pressure upon retirement planning because nobody could afford to retire anymore at age 67. Making money is only half the battle. You also have to learn how to keep the money you made. Big bucks don't come forever. If you have 100 people paying you $200 a month and they pay that for 4 years, you have collected $1 million. That's $240,000 in a year, and that only takes 9 sales a month. Exceptional people are not accepted by other people. If you want acceptance, you're going to have to give up being exceptional. There's really nothing worse than not having enough to do. That is really boring. You become successful when you realize you don't need anybody else to tell you did a good job. You don't need anyone else's approval. If you own a business, guess who needs to do the hard work? If you're not willing to do the hard work, the business will fail. If you are relieved when you win, you are in a much better mindset than somebody that is excited when they win. You expected to win. It's easier to go from bad to good than it is to go from good to great, but great is where you make the most money. If you only work when you're in a good mood, you have a serious problem. You have to work even when you don't feel like working at all. Don't ever let what other people think of you define who you are. It doesn't really matter what they think of you. We flourish by helping others thrive. If nothing else, we're building a great reputation while we are becoming better known. Sometimes I get criticized on my video channel. I don't know why I let it bother me, but sometimes they're right. I try to correct it when I can, and I just need to learn to ignore it whenever I can. Don't say I can't, say how can I. This turns your negative thoughts into positive thoughts. It isn't what we say or think that defines us. It's what we do. Start doing. The way to make a lot of money is to start out making a little money and go from there. When you work for yourself, you're not just being paid to be there, you're being paid for what you do. Growth is not comfortable, but it is necessary. You need people in your life that are different than you. There's no other way to see any differences. You can't promote an employee that's a new employee over an employee that you've been with you for a long time without losing the older employee. It's not fair, but you have to do what is best for your business. Do your emotions control your actions? For many people, this is true. You need to stop letting your emotions control your actions and start taking action based on reason. The best way to control distractions is to be doing something that is more compelling than any distraction could be. This is going to need to be something that you're very passionate about. If the same items are always left on your to-do list at the end of the day, then these things should never have been on your to-do list in the first place. Concentrate on what is really important. Americans will not buy Made in America if it costs more money. We need to build things in America that are built by robots that lower the labor costs. That is the only thing that will work.